Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Finally we got the new Call of the Hunted cards. I think we waited for these cards since October or November, I think. So it really has been 3 or 4 months till we finally got them. So let's see if they are good, because we did get a peek of their effects, so they seemed promising. So let's see. Let's go over the first card, the Pumpking, the King of Grave Ghosts. So it's a level 6 Dark Zombie effect monster. Attack doesn't matter, okay. You can reveal this card in your hand, set one Call of the Hunter from your deck or graveyard. And if you do, discard one card. That's great. That set card can be activated this turn. That's really good, because we have a searchable Call of the Hunted that can basically be activated in the same turn, and also you don't have to run more than one Call of the Hunted, because it can be set from the deck or graveyard. So that's really good. So this first effect is fantastic. The second one, okay, so if this card is special summon, you can special summon one level 6 zombie from your deck, except with 1950. Also, you cannot special summon from the hand or graveyard for the rest of this turn, except zombie monsters. You can only use each effect. Okay, so if you use this second effect, I think you're locked into zombies, but the first effect is basically generic. Okay, that's really good. I'm liking this a lot. And we have basically 3 copies of Searchable Monster Reborn. That's really good. The second one is the Army of the Hunted, so it's a level 6 as well. So if you control a Call of the Hunted and this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. So it's a really good extender, a level 6, sure. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Call of the Hunted in your graveyard, set it. That's not bad, but you cannot activate the Call of the Hunted the same turn. This card is okay, one at best. The third one is Stare of the Snake here. It's also a level 6. So you can discard this card, add one Call of the Hunted or spell entrap that mentions it from your deck to your hand. That's really good. If this card is special summon, you can target one monster your opponent controls. That face-up monster cannot attack. Its effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as material for fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link summon. You can only use each effect of Stare once per turn. The first effect is really good, but it depends on the search targets. The second effect is basically meant to summon her on the opponent's turn, so you can actually disrupt your opponent's plays, I guess. The fourth one is the Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. So it's also a level 6, it's a dark zombie. If this card is special summon and you control Call of the Hunted or a zombie monster, except itself, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. You can only use once per turn. A zombie XYZ monster that has this material gains this effect, gains 1000. Okay, this card is super mega ass, so this is not gonna be played for sure. Okay, so we have a why is the Pumpkin getting a XYZ? Super weird. So it's Pumpkin the Great Ghost King. It's a rank 6, okay. It requires 2 level 6 zombie monsters. That's good, I guess, because all of them are level 6 zombies, I think. Yeah. While you control Call of the Hunted, your opponent cannot target zombie monsters you control with monster effects. That's not bad. You can only use each of the following effects of Pumpking the Great Ghost King once per turn. So if this card is special summon, you can add one Call of the Haunted or one card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. You can detach one material from this card that then targets up to 2 cards on the field, return them to the hand. Okay, I actually like this card because it's a Rota on special summon, so using Call of the Haunted to bring it back also triggers it, so you can add another Call of the Haunted or any of these cards, preferably the Pumpking. Also, this second effect is actually very strong because you can bounce back the Call of the Haunted and then you can set it again to use it the next turn. Not saying that it's a quick effect, so that makes it a lot worse, but this card is really good. The second one, so it's the Undying Legion. Sure, the artwork is crazy, by the way. We have the red eyes, we have the one that Bandit Kid uses, and the what's the name, Axe Sword or something, I don't know. Anyway, so it's a rank 7, it's a dark zombie. Rank 7, by the way. Okay. It requires 2 level 7 monsters. Once per turn you can also XYZ summon the Undying Legion by using a rank 6 zombie XYZ monster you control or transfer its materials. You're basically summoning this, then slapping this on top. That's not bad. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card or just 1 material if all these cards' materials are XYZ monsters. Then target 1 attack position monster your opponent controls or 1 monster in their graveyard, attach it to this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Sure, I guess it's a good card to end on. It's a disruption. It can also disrupt your opponent's monsters on the field or in the graveyard. That's really good, but outside of that, sure, I guess this is a good card, I guess. Okay, so we have a spell, so it's a Call of the Forgotten. It's a field spell, and when this card is activated, you can set up to 3 Call of the Haunteds. Whoa. From your deck and or graveyard, and if you do until the end of their opponent's turn, you cannot special summon except zombie monsters. Shit. Except zombie monsters or monsters from your graveyard. It's a really big restriction. Once per turn, if you activate Call of the Haunted, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. You can only activate 1 Call of the Forgotten per turn. This card is really good. And it's also balanced really well because setting 3 Call of the Haunted actually is crazy, but I don't know if this deck would even run triple Call of the Haunted. Maybe they will, I don't know. Yeah, good card. It's a field spell as well, so it's searchable by terraforming, sure. The next one, let's see. So it's Ectoplasmic Fortification, so it's a normal spell. Activate 1 of these effects if you control no monsters. Add 1 level 6 zombie monster or Call of the Forgotten from your deck to your hand. Whoa, so now, wow. So actually now we have a card that can search Pumpking. That's a really good first effect. The second effect, zombie monsters you control gain 400 attack, then you can draw cards equal to the number of Call of the Haunted you control. Okay, so if I control 3 Call of the Haunted, I can draw 3 cards? That's crazy. This card is really good. It's a Rota, and also it can draw you, at minimum, it's a Upstart Goblin. So yeah, this is a really good card. the Vortex of Time. It's a quick play spell. So the effect reads: when your opponent activates a normal or quick play spell card or effect or a monster effect while you control a zombie monster and Call of the Haunted, your opponent tosses a coin and their activate effect becomes the following effect. I'm already not liking that you have to toss a coin, but let's see. So if it rolls heads, your opponent must banish one monster they control, or tails, you must banish all monsters you control. So the tails is good, but the heads one is very bad. It's super freaking ass. And this is the last card, so it's a normal trap. It's called Deadly Zombie Breath. So if you control a zombie monster and Call the Haunted, target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Good. If you control a zombie monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls, send them to the graveyard. Well, I can tell you that this card is good. It is a trap, so that makes it a little bit worse, but I mean, as a one-off, this is a good card. It's a interruption when you interruption on the field and also in the graveyard. Yeah, this card is really good. That's it, right? Yep. Now I'll give you a rating for every card. From the Pumpking, 8 out of 10. Army of the Haunted, Stare of the Snake here, 7 out of 10. Great Mammoth basically is super ass, so that's a clear 0 out of 10. The Pumpking XYZ, 8 out of 10. The Undying Legion, 7 out of 10. The Call of the Forgotten, 8.5 maybe, or 9 out of 10. The Ectoplasmic Fortification, 9 out of 10. Vortex of Time, this is a 0 out of 10. The worst card I've read in my entire life. This one and the Mammoth, you shouldn't even play them. The Deadly Zombie Breath, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. That's it gonna be for the video. I'm probably gonna be testing these cards very soon when they get released to the EDO Pro, because now we have 9 ways to get to Call the Haunted, and it can be activated this turn. So now we have one more extender in Call of the Haunted, which is fantastic. Glad that you watched the video. See you soon and goodbye.